Guys, welcome everyone. We'll start lesson 1 and 2. We discuss about good few. Let's please, can we recap what we learned during our last lesson? Anyone, please? Okay, we'll start in just 2 minutes. Anyone, any question, please? We discuss about what is the management. We discuss about leadership. Okay. And we discuss about strategic leadership management. We discuss about strategy. We had a discussion about. So that's we had in the previous lesson. Let's please, we'll start in 2 minutes. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start lesson 3. Today lesson will go through LO3 learning outcome 3. As you know me, my name is Anjum Sattar. If you have any question, please feel free, drop me email and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Today lesson will go through understand the impact of leadership on performance, organization performance. Performance always when you measure, don't measure just in one area, in time, in cost, in quality. Always look the performance in 3 areas. Okay. So today lesson indicative contents, organization effectiveness, performance. We'll discuss about 7S, which is McKinsey 7S approach, which is we'll go through excellency, leadership development, coaching, mentoring, empowerment, EFQM model, which will go through the framework, and we'll go through strategic effective leadership framework. That will be key. What is meant by organization performance is comprises of which we can look at actual output are the result of an organization as mentioned again, the intended or the budgeted between actual. That's the difference. We can say we perform better, otherwise we have a variance which we can measure. So performance, 3 specific area: financial performance, product market performance, and shareholder return. In our organization, and the organization performance cycle include 3 highlighted integrated phases: performance planning, performance appraisal, and performance improvement. So what is the knowledge management? Knowledge management is the process of creating, sharing, and using and mapping the knowledge and information of an organization. Is referred to the multidisciplinary approach to achieve organization objective by making the best use of knowledge. So best 4 component of knowledge management: people, process, contents, IT, and strategy, which we can look around. Planning, succession planning is the process of identifying, deploying the new leaders who is replace the old leaders when they leave, retired, or die. Successful planning, we can increase the availability, experience, and capable of employees, which we can look around and prepare to assume these roles and become available. So we can look around a leadership succession plan strategy, the process of identifying, deploying internal people potentially to fit the business leadership and position. Succession plan may be fairly ready to do the job. Short-term successor are the seen having a long-term potential. So key term career progression planning, which we can do quite simple, put the progression climbing ladders and during the work life, moving forward, being promoted and finding new challenges, new employer, new opportunities are getting most of your career. The strategy which we can look around the gaps in the diagram is used to document primary strategic goal being pursued of the organization, which we can look around the management team. And one of the great scholar, Henry Ford, said, coming together is the beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is a success. So this model is balanced scorecard model is given by the Norton Kaplan. And we can look around the financial perspective. How many of you have a Nokia? Anyone using still Nokia? Because the Nokia stay behind because they more focus on the financial side. They close many research and development centers throughout the world, and ultimately they not innovate, and they not, but they save few years on the cost, and ultimately it's not. So we can look around all the perspective, customer perspective, good quality internal learning perspective, which will create quality perspective, maximize, operational effectiveness. So learning and growth, which we can look around, recruit, the quality stuff. Okay, effectiveness and efficiency, which we had a discussion. What is meant by effectiveness? Meaning the virtue of being efficient in known as efficiency, and the magnitude of meaning actual result with the intended result, which is known as effectiveness. So work, if it's done correct manner, doing the accurate work, emphasis on input and output, we can time horizon approach improved, which we can ascertain strategy, strategy formulation. So these steps we can follow. Historical development in the organization theories, we have a lot of, the mechanical efficiencies and early, we have a scientific school of thought, we have, different perspective we can look around. We have Max Weber's two-factor theories. We have, the motivational stuff, and we have a Douglas. We have theory X and Y. We have scientific F.W. Taylor, Frederick Walker Taylor. All these theories historically is all been in the development to improve the efficiencies and effectiveness. I'm not going one by one, but it's good to look around, and that's, we can improve performance of organizations, and that ultimately leads to overall productivity of organization, which we can. Okay, guys. So those we can look around things accordingly. That's help, to improve the performance of organization. Okay, guys. So that's, is quite crucial, which we need to. And 3.1, which we'll go through, assess the nature and the organization effectiveness. Organization activities occur within the three areas: strategic planning, clarify the purpose, the strategies, adopt the necessary organization structure, like, tall, flat, whatever performance perspective, and the guide the necessary organization behaviors. Behavior is a little thing, attitude, and it make huge difference in our organization, and we need to plan organization evaluation, diagnostic monitors, and organization changes, because according to the Levin's force field model, unfreeze chain and refreeze. Like those companies don't chain, they not stay in the business. So distinction between the organization efficiencies and effectiveness. When we say effectiveness, it mean hitting the benchmark, and efficiency is more than effectiveness. So pursuing the right, the goals, inefficient costs are high, which we can try to reduce it. We can look around ineffective, pursuing the wrong goals can be efficient, pursuing the right goals, a right return on investment, pursuing the right goals, but efficient, not producing enough. So we want to be make sure we work toward the efficiency so we can do the continuous improvement. Okay, approaches to measure the performance effectiveness, extended resource approach. Yes, evaluate, the organization ability, secure and manage and control the scale resource. We have unlimited wants, we have a limited resources. Every organization have some constraints, limitation on your resources. So you have to make sure you find the effective way to use the resources and increase productivity. Internal systems, evaluate organization ability to innovate functions, and technical approach, evaluate the organization ability to convert the skills into resources and goods efficiently, which is ultimately so we can follow increase the product quality, reduce the number of defect. So first time we'll try to do the right and we can do planning for it. Okay, one of the great scholars, Mackenzie S, is gave this approach 7S, Peter Waterman and various other authors. So we can focus on the 7 essays and to reduce these gaps and ultimately develop the strategies that will help you to achieve the organization. Okay, so we can look around the structures, systems, styles, staff, skills, and all. These are the hard elements of strategy structures and the chart, which is a reporting line, and the systems such as the formal IT systems readily, easily, influence directly, and for soft, elements which we can look around, hand to be harder to describe, less, tangible, which we can see, and those are quite crucial. Strategy, structure, and system. Soft is skill, style, and soft and hard skills, guys. You learn about soft is more relevant to the job, and sorry, soft is can be used across the industries, and the hard skill it can be for particular jobs. So we can look around the example is electronic is a startup with the 5 staff, new venture is the based family business, vision and the values is the founder, and it is the elements in line, at the age goes and the business grow, and the 30 staff and diversifying into different market and the new customer requirement which will demand skills, and 7S analysis, which we can look around work depending on the strategy no longer align with the small business skill set. We can look around rapidly changing the stuff because the growth. We can look around the new system. If we don't follow and change it, it can be worse effect and leading to the poor performance. So different types of leadership. So leadership style is very transactional leader. Generally, the short-term resource needed, modify and improve existing process. Transactional leader, which is measure the transactions. Yes, new replacing the existing one and require the new resources. Medium, short-term, and transformational change, often carrying out the biggest implication of restructuring the workforce, and mostly important to address the expertise in the organization and design. Okay, then we have 3.2, critically explore the main features and the requirement of the leadership development. Leaders is mean anyone who has any ability to influence and manage the day in and out. They should be have a system thinking, self-awareness, collaboration, teamwork, effective change management, creative, innovative, and these leadership need to be begin with the different sort of skill traits quality in the leader have a good communication, good technical skill, have ability to communicate with all level of people, taking initiative and making change in the organization, and we can develop these skills, and we can follow all these 7 steps which we can look around the checklist. Okay, so when we look the coaching and mentoring, coaching is the form of the development which we experienced person called the coach and support the learner or the client, achieving the specific personal and professional goals. So this ultimately help to achieve the organization objective, and mentoring is the relationship between two people with the goal of the professional and personal development. And mentor is usually the experienced individual who share the knowledge and experience and advise less experienced person, how they known as a mentee. We have a EFM model, which we can excellency model framework, where we can focus about strength, area of improvement, organization across activities, provided a blueprint for organization across beyond Europe, and that help to improve the performance. The model influence of the organization culture and uh, activities, which we can look around. That's these are the key points, strategies. We can look around the resources, how we can use effectively in our organization. Hope you can see, guys. Anyone, any question from these points? Strategy, we can look around the trust relationship, we can look around the behavior, and ultimately working environment where we can handle the objection, we care about each other, and ultimately creativity and innovation can happen. And we can look around the empower. Yes, of course, we have to empower manage leaders, the key element of effective culture in our organization. Culture means norms, value. That's why we use the term think the local and act locally is very important. Empowerment can be understood as the reflection of increasing motivation, resulting and the individual positive orientation is her work. That's help to improve the performance. And there are the two basic empowerment, each can play a critical role. We can look on the structural empowerment is related to extent which the people are empowered to make the decision, scope of the job. Psychological empowerment related to the belief that people hold about the job and employers, and worry about the people's view in the organization. And we can okay, then we have 3.3, provide the criteria of assessing the organization's strategic effectiveness. How we can assess? Of course, there are different ways. We can use various tools. We can do the ratios to assess the performance of our organization, new leaders, what trend, what strategy they make, what the goal, what in the budget, the delegate, the satisfaction level of employees, manage staffing, the representatives, and ensure the compliance with the. So we have leaders have always have a subjected to measurement, but usually after the events we can look around the although the financial performance measure metrics which it can be CEO can be here, like look around the liquidity ratio, return on investment, and various others which we can. And AstraZeneca, the CEO, which is 2012 awarded business person of the year, and Sunday Time barely 2 years in the job, and really 5 years FT full-time deported senior. The second quarter result in 2017, 10%, about 5 billion. So we can look around the leadership and management utilize, the influence and the leadership more specifically use interpersonal and influence. Management is management influence is not necessarily interpersonal according to the Camel and various other influence and the behaviors of the enhanced collective performance. So we can look around efficiencies and effectiveness, as we mentioned earlier, in terms of financial, in terms of customer, in terms of operational, according to the Norton and Kaplan, which is we known as a balanced scorecard model. And in each area, we can look around return on customer, we look at the quality, we can look around the customer being happy, pleased, and we can look around the resources being deployed appropriately. So it's a balanced scorecard model, which is we said financial perspective, customer perspective, learning, innovation, and processes. These all need to be streamlined, ultimately help, not like Nokia look around one perspective. What is the EFPM, which is the non-profit foundation formed in 1988, 500 million covering 50 different sectors, organization in Europe using EFQM framework, which is focused on overall quality, not just, and strategy mapping. We can look around the strategy map with the various elements in the organization and the functional area and develop the strategies accordingly. We can look around on this strategy map. Also, you can see, from there, we and other company strategy need to be result for the country, market, competitiveness, goal perspective, and development basis. And all these can be linked, to measure overall performance of the company. Okay, anyone, any question, guys? Please, if you have, you can. Okay, so our next lesson will be about assignment discussion. So please try to join. And in between, if you have any question, we'll go through next hellos and assignment discussion following lesson. If you have any question, drop me email. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye. Anyone, any question? No? Okay, let's